Where do the 49ers stand right now in the NFC, in your opinion?
Okay, so this is power rankings, which is very different than probably where they finish and where I
Mm.
think they stand by year's end. But looking at it right now, you have to look at quality of victory, who they've played, who they've lost to, overall record. And right now, to me, I have the 49ers fourth. I have the Eagles first at
Me,
5
I
and
have
0.
him at fourth. I have him at fourth too.
Oh, okay.
That's
Let's see if we have
interesting.
the
Yeah,
same order. Let's see if we have the same
yeah,
order. So the Eagles are 5 and 0. That's a no-brainer. They're number one. Best
yeah,
wins against the Vikings. You agree, right?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. They have a they have like a top 10 offense and a top 10 defense. How many teams can say that?
Yeah, not
Yeah,
many, not many at
yeah.
all. So I have their NFC foe, which is interesting. NFC East foe, who is playing them this Sunday night, the Cowboys number two. And the reason I put them
Interesting.
number two is because their defense is extremely good, just like the Niners defense is.
Yeah, it is.
They are also one of the few teams who is getting a high caliber player back that will help them,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
Dak Prescott. And Gallup missed a few games, and they were still able to weather that storm. And they are 4 and 1. Their best win is against the Bengals. Vikings,
Mm-hmm.
I have number three at 4 and 1. They lead their division. Their best win is versus the Packers. They got hammered by the Eagles, but the Eagles are beating everybody, so no shame in that. And then just ahead of the Bucks, Giants, and Packers, I have the 49ers at 3 and 2. Their best win currently is the Rams, which I don't know if that's that great of a win, but they are a team that's ascending. And much like the Cowboys, they are getting horses back very, very soon that will help this team going forward. What are your
That's fun.
thoughts?
Well, I like what you have very much. I agree with the Eagles number one. I don't have the Cowboys in my top four, and you made a really
Oh,
good case for them. Great defense, and they getting Dak back. That's true, but I'm just talking about where they are right now.
mhm.
And right now, I mean, their offense is scoring like less than the Niners' offense. I think the Niners are scoring 19 points per game on offense, and Dallas is scoring 17. So I have a tough time putting them ahead of the Niners, but I think I understand why you did. I put Vikings two, because they've only lost to who they lose
Eagles.
to, the Eagles. So I mean, they don't. I don't know if they have a great win yet, but they've only lost to the best team in the conference. Whereas the Niners lost to Chicago and Denver. And then I got to put the Bucks at number three because they lost to Green Bay and Kansas City. Where again, the Niners are 3 and 2, and they lost to Chicago and Denver. So I mean, they could beat any of these teams in the NFC. But if we're just trying to do power rankings, I think I would put the Bucks and Vikings ahead of them. I think I would put the Bucks ahead of them. And you made a good case for Dallas.
Yeah, and I think the 49ers could be as low as 6 because
Five or
the
six,
Giants
yeah.
are 4 and 1 as well. I
Yeah, they
understand it's
are.
the Giants, and going into the season, nobody's impressed by the Giants, but you're 4 and 1 and you just beat the Packers head to head. That's a very quality win,
Yeah.
albeit it was in London or what have you. Those games can always be weird, but 4 and 1, their only loss was to the Cowboys, who I have number 2, and that was a very close game. So I don't know that you can make a case for the Giants as well.
Well, I mean, if we're being honest here, the Niners don't have a quality win yet. Not
They
their
don't.
fault. They're not their fault. It's not they haven't had a quality opponent yet, and they have two bad losses when they beat themselves. So again,
Yeah.
if you put them sixth or seventh in the power rankings in the NFC, that could be fair. But at the same time, they could beat any team in the NFC. They might just go to the
100%.
Super Bowl and win it. So it's a fun exercise, but don't act like we're being too negative because the Niners could definitely beat the Vikings. In fact, if they face each other, I'd have a tough time picking the Vikings. Just because I've
Yeah, I
seen
would,
that
I
matchup
would,
before.
I would
You know
too.
what I'm
I would
saying?
have a tough time if all teams are healthy. I have a tough time picking any of these teams over the 49ers. I really do.